Alright, hello, this is Terra Invicta. I've got a space battle for you today. I was going to do a full recording of this playthrough, but it is too hard to record and learn how to play this game. So here we have the last of my chemical rocket fleet going up against a early game alien force. I've got a couple point defense ships in here with some 40 mils on them, and some point defense lasers. That's the Defiant class. I've got 3 of them, I believe, and then I've got the Voyager class, which is just a missile boat. The Defiant class does have ECM, but this early ECM doesn't seem to do much, at least in my experience. As you upgrade it, though, it should get better. Now, on the Voyagers, I believe I have... Let's see here. Yeah, Targeting Computer. Targeting Computer 1 helps, but it's really at 2 and 3 that it's super effective. Let's see here. So these chemical rockets are pretty decent because they have a lot of thrust. You need that early game, but they have so little KPS. Their capacity to move around is just so low. So here we have the Fading Star, which is a cruiser. We've got the Shining Lodestar, which is a destroyer. Both of those are laser boats with some PD on them. And then we've got a little escort with just, some ECM and lasers on it. So going into this, we're just going to see what the auto-resolve does. It does not have a good opinion of what we're capable of. I have tried this once before, so I have an idea of how I want to play it out. And we'll see if we can pull it off this time, because I failed, but I think with a tweak or two, we can make it work. This has to work, because otherwise this fleet is here to start smashing our infrastructure, and the new fleet is currently being built, and if it's not ready in time, the next alien fleet will absolutely destroy us. So just to preserve some KPS here, some propellant, I am lowering our initial velocity. I kind of want to slowly roll our way on in, so I'm going to select the group here and give everyone orders. They've split up their forces here. They've got the escort and I believe the destroyer out in front. An odd line formation. I'm not sure what their goal is here with this. Yeah, they have the destroyer and the escort out in front, and then they have their cruiser way in the back, but by the time we deal with these front two, the cruiser won't be in range at all, so I'm not sure what they're trying to accomplish here. So we're just going to do some torpedo allocation here. We are running the Apollo missiles. I want to get to, I believe it's the Athena, which are some nuclear-powered missiles, but I'm just not quite there yet. I'll probably retrofit the next generation once I do have them. We're just going to go with 1 salvo or 2 salvos each on some of these top targets, leaving our 40 mils and point defense lasers on Guardian mode for sure. The 40 mils can actually hit their incoming mag rounds, which is great. The lasers, I don't think I've seen them shoot the mag rounds before. Alright, so our initial missiles are going out, torpedoes are going out. I'm just going to go ahead and pause and reallocate. I recently learned about that weapon safe icon up there on the top right. I will be using that in the future. This is a voiceover, as I find it much easier to do it this way than to try and record it during the battle. We're going to try and hold on to some of our torpedoes to see if we can use them to deal with the cruiser. But we have to make sure that our initial volleys here are able to at least take out the escort and destroyer, or at least cripple the destroyer. We are coming into the alien range here at about 1,000 kilometers, if I remember correctly. Just gonna take a look here, see what it's doing. It's moving up, but not really doing any burns. I have one planned burn with how low our KPS is. Once we're very, very close to this cruiser, danger close, because that's what the 40 mil requires, it's 350 or 250 kilometers, we are going to do an intercept burn right as we're about to pass them, in order to reduce velocity and keep our nose pointed at the cruiser. Good hits here, really good hits here. But I think my allocation was a little bit off, or that was their ECM doing work. You can see those torpedoes there tried to retarget. They did a burn, but they don't have enough DV to do a 360. So. Making sure everything's on Guardian. Should be opening up pretty soon. Yeah, 350 for offensive, 250 for defensive. Those mag rounds are... Oh, it looks like they're not even going to get in range. I guess they were fired as point defense. We're just gonna finish this destroyer off once we get close enough. So weapons free on the 40 mils. Make sure everyone's targeting the Shining Lodestar destroyer, the Rectified Rogue class destroyer, which has the big laser on it. So they put that out in front. I think they should have concentrated their forces so those lasers could have gotten more shots off. We don't have a ton of defense against these lasers with just carbon nanotubes, but they all have a big old slab of armor on the front, just a tiny bit on the sides, and I put some on the rear, which a mistake maybe. Anyways, here's the initial 40 mils coming out. I love how these sound. I'm gonna play around with the time compression settings here in a second, just to experience the different. Yeah, I think they sound great. You can hear those hits raining in. This thing's already crippled. It shouldn't take too many. These ships are really tough, but you shoot enough 40 mils at something, you poke enough holes in something, and it's done for. There we go. Splash 1 Rectified Rogue class destroyer. Alright, gonna go ahead and pause, make sure the 40 mils are back on Guardian here, now that we have the Wandering Planet class cruiser opening up, the Fading Star opening up on us with those mag batteries. Yeah, there's Guardian. Hear those defensive shots starting to rain out. Now, the goal here is to use the Voyagers as bait. They still have missiles in tubes, so they're going to be targeted by this AI. I believe the Stiletto here has the most. And it would be nice if I could get them out of the tubes before it starts taking hits. But those lasers are really starting to tear into the Stiletto. And remember, this cruiser here has 2 point defense batteries, and the alien point defense batteries are really good, even at this early in the game. They have I believe it's a ion cannon and a laser battery for point defense. That dedicated point defense just we really struggle with. You can see the Defiants here doing their absolute best to keep these mag batteries from making contact, but as we get closer and closer, you can see these mag batteries are getting closer and closer. They're about to make contact. We can't stop all of them, I don't think. And with the lasers, yeah, there we go. Oof. Don't stand a chance. Now we have to okay, so the point defense lasers are opening up. They just have very, very short range. That would explain it. With that target reallocation there, the 40 mils have to adjust and get new fields of fire raining out in order to intercept this. But we are now close enough to switch to the offensive, which is what we are going to do. So padlock everything, make sure we're pointed at the alien ship, as that frontal armor is the strongest that we have. Gonna go ahead and all torpedo tubes we have left, let them open up, see if we can shift that jamming off of our 40 mils and onto these torpedo boats, because I don't really expect them to be able to make hits at this range. They can't really get good burns, so at this point it is all about killing this thing with 40 mils. I do believe the Defiants can do it. As I said earlier, you poke enough holes in something with 40 mils and it will blow up. Yeah, 6 kilogram warhead, about 2,000 rounds in each cannon. The question is, what's going to happen? Are we going to run out of ammo? Are we going to poke enough holes in this thing for it to die? Are we going to be able to disable it at least? I'm not sure. We're getting close enough now that right here at this middle burn, this middle point here, when we're switching how we're aiming at it, pointing at it with the padlock, we're gonna do a full reverse burn to try and equalize velocity with this guy, so that we can maintain our range, because 350 kilometers is danger close. So go ahead right now and do our intercept course. Make sure we have them all selected. Turn off padlock, intercept course. And we're just going to burn the rest of our Delta V here, our KPS. I'm over mission control cap anyways here. And when the new fleet comes up, I'm going to be way over. I've had some accidents the past couple of turns, so it is definitely time to do a humanity first thing and let our early chemical rockets go out in a glorious blaze of fire, destroying the aliens as they themselves are lost. But these Defiants are doing pretty good, and it appears here that the fading star is disabled. I haven't seen anything come off of it for a while now. Now, eventually, we're gonna drift away from this thing. We don't have any more Delta V to do another burn. We're just gonna put it on max speed and see what happens first. Are we gonna drift out of range or run out of ammo, or are we gonna kill this thing? Is it gonna slowly drift away? We'll give it a shot. Yeah, it's running. We're just repeatedly shooting it right in its engine. As you can see, this cruiser is really tough. Checking ranges here, already out of range. Not quite out of range, actually. Not quite out of range. 246. 260. Just keep raining that 40 mil. Okay. First Defiant is out of range. Second Defiant is really approaching. About 30 kilometers left. Let's see here. But The Svendunai, I think is how you'd say that. Right here in the front, just continually raining 40 mil right in this thing's ass. Pretty wonderful. It's in a really good spot. It has the best course to maintain distance, but it is rapidly burning through that 40 mil autocannon. You can see how tough these alien ships are. We're just kind of bouncing off until we fully, I believe the word is, ablate that armor. Come on, it's gotta die soon, right? We're running out of ammo. There we go. Splash 1 Fading Star Cruiser. Well done. Our 3 Defiants carried us to victory. Nice little .34 exotics there. The rest of it is not all that important. We did, in fact, lose an engineering officer aboard one of our Voyagers, but their valiant sacrifice will not be forgotten. Now, that's going to be it for today's recording. We have Foxtrot 21 here, victorious, hurt, and completely bingo on fuel, but they did their job.